Hello and welcome to the fourth episode in our Beginner Lessons series. Today we're going to be covering how to checkmate with a king and rook against a king. So let's get into it. So this is the starting position we have, where the black king is poorly placed on the edge of the board, and I'm going to quickly show how to win this position for white. So the first thing we should do is cut the black king off as far back as we can. So now the black king is trapped to these 7 squares on the back rank. So that is very useful. So black will probably move the king to here. They may try moving the king to here, it doesn't really matter. And we're going to do what we call the letter L theory. So we approach in the letter L. Alright, big letter L. It can be a backwards letter L, or a sideways letter L, or back to front letter L, or even upside down letter L. But it is a letter L. So here they move back and we approach in the letter L. So they're going to move their king again. We approach in the letter L. Like I say, it's fine for it to be a backwards letter L. It doesn't matter. But this is a letter L, so I like it. So king g8 attacks the rook, which we should run through our process and know. So we need to move the rook away. So a key idea in rook endgames is to move the rook as far away as possible, because this way it takes black a long time to attack it again. So that's why we move as far away as possible. So black will play king f8. We attack in the letter L. King e8. We attack in the letter L. King d8. Attack in the letter L. King c8. Attack in the letter L. King b8. Attacking our rook. So we move as far away as possible. Now the king back to c8. Now this is clever, is that black is already now in the letter L. So we can't actually attack in the letter L again, because if we move here, we won't be in the letter L, and if we go here, we'll block the rook. So we actually need to find a move that leaves our king right here, which means it's a move with the rook. So we'll just play a simple move like this and drop a tempo. So whenever our opponent is already in the letter L, we should just waste a move, right? And this way, when they play king level, every time they play level, we should play rook up checkmate, which is a key idea. So they're not going to play level. They're not going to play level. They're going to play over to here, which is king b8. So king b8, we're going to go king c6, attacking in the letter L. Again, if we went king d7, this would block the rook and would let the king escape out this way. So we don't want to do that, so we go king c6, attacking in the letter L. Now, just like before, king c8, checkmate. Whenever the kings are level, we can checkmate because our king controls these 3 squares. So, after king c6, our opponent won't play king c8, they'll play king a8, and we attack in the letter L. They now have to play level, and we can play checkmate. Okay, very good. So this is how we checkmate all the way from the beginning. We'll quickly run through it again. Cut the king off as far back, approach in the letter L, approach in the letter L, approach in the letter L. Rook's under attack, run as far away as possible. Approach in the letter L, approach in the letter L, approach in the letter L. Attack in the letter L. Rook's under attack, run as far away as possible. We're in the letter L, so we waste a move. And then if the king goes level, we play rook up checkmate. And if the king goes away, we approach in the letter L. King level, rook up checkmate. King away, approach in the letter L. King level, rook up checkmate. Okay, so we'll head on over to a more complicated starting position. So this was the starting position here, and this is going to be the more complicated one, which is this. So you may have just seen the sneaky first move is very much the same. We cut the king off as far back as possible. So they'll play king f5, and we attack in the letter L. This is the backwards version of the letter L, but still letter L. So king g5, attacking our rook. Rook as far away as possible. King f5, and now king e3, attacking in a backwards letter L. King e5, so when we're level, we play rook up, which pushes them back. Right? So they go back, and king up, attacking in the letter L. King across, attacking in the letter L. They attack our rook. Rook as far away as possible. So when they're in the letter L, we waste a move. Level, rook up check. So king away, attack in the letter L. They attack our rook. Rook as far away as possible. When they're in the letter L, we waste a move with the rook, so what we call dropping a tempo. When the king is level, we push them back. They move their king, they attack our rook at the same time, so we run as far away as possible, and we still keep them trapped. They're still trapped to this back rank now. Right, so this is a key idea, is that when we run away, we keep them trapped. So king d8, we attack in the letter L. Now, if they play level, we know that this is checkmate, so they're going to play somewhere else. We attack in the letter L. If they play level, this is checkmate, so they're going to play elsewhere, and we attack in the letter L, level, checkmate, so they go to the corner, attack in the letter L, level, checkmate. So that's how we checkmate with a king and rook. We'll quickly show you this. There's another idea as well, so quickly run through it again. Rook up, cutting the king off as far back as possible. Attack in the letter L. They attack our rook far away. King attacks in the letter L. Level, check, push back. Attack in the letter L. Attack in the letter L. Our rook's under attack. Run as far away as possible. King back, putting themselves in the letter L, so we waste a move. King level, so we push them back. They go back and we attack in the letter L. They attack our rook, so we go as far away as possible. They play king over, putting themselves in the letter L, so we waste a move. Now when the king goes level, we check and push them back. They attack our rook, so rook as far away as possible. And now attack in the letter L, and finally, if they go king level, we know this is checkmate, or we can force them all the way to the corner using the letter L, where they then have to go level, and then this is checkmate. So I'm now going to show you this one other idea, is that we cut them off, they attack our rook, we run away, and if they manage to... So if we play here going to the letter L, and they don't want to put their king here, because they know that we're just going to go... So if they play king here, we're going to play level and push them back, right? So they think, oh, they'll be clever and play here. Well, we're going to play king f3. Attacking in the letter L makes a lot of sense, right? Now, they might play this move. And because the chessboard is square, we have a very neat idea, is that we can actually trap them off this way now. So now they're trapped to these four. And it's just like forcing them... So back here, originally, we were trying to force them to this back rank. Well, now, when we play here, we've actually cut him off, and he's now trapped on this side of the board, which is called the file, the H file. So it's actually faster to checkmate this way. And so king h6, we attack in as close to a letter L as possible. King h5, so we're now in the letter L, so we run away as far as possible, which is wasting a move. So if he goes king level, we know checkmate. So king up, attack in the letter L, king level, checkmate. So king up, attack in the letter L, king level, checkmate. So he can't go level, so he runs to the corner, we attack in the letter L, he finally has to go level, and we checkmate. So I hope you've enjoyed this lesson, I hope you've learnt a lot, and I'd like you to obviously repeat this lesson as many times as it takes until you learn it and can do this, thoroughly through the board, over the board very quickly. So I hope you've learned a lot, I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and I'll see you again in the next episode. Remember to like and subscribe. Bye.